I used to think about everything in like a worst case scenario kind of situation. I will walk out my apartment, I'm seeing like all these things, being hyper vigilant and just being like, okay, well, I might get run over by a car walking my dog. And like I was just living in such fear, and it was like taking such a toll on my mental and physical health. And so what I've had to do is I have had to like take a pause and like say, okay, what is the best case scenario? I could walk downstairs, I could have an amazing conversation with a random stranger. It could be amazing and like really touching to the soul, and like having like a deep conversation with a random stranger on the street and learn something new today. Or I could see a beautiful sunset while I'm walking Louis down the street. I swear, when I started like actually taking the time to like think about best case scenario instead of worst case scenario all the time, and I'm still guarded, like, so I don't get like kidnapped off the street, you know, like I'm not gonna be like la 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 stupid about living life in this city. But I'm also like constantly trying to think about like, okay, best case scenario, what could happen? And do you know what has happened since I started changing the way that I think? I have had amazing conversations with strangers. I'm trying to be like open and really get to know people for their souls and not just like their physical vessels on this earth. The conversations that I have had, like the deep, deep levels of conversations I've had, it's just like, oh my God, this is what my soul is craving. My soul is craving these deep conversations with people from like all walks of life. And that is one thing I really love about Houston, by the way, just like a little side note, is like I keep getting drawn back to this city because like there's so many people from so many different walks of life here, and I have friends of like all different cultures here, and I love it. Like I love getting to know people from all parts of the world with like different backgrounds, and that is so interesting to me and so amazing. And like we have so many differences, but yet we have so many similarities as well. And I just have found like such joy in being able to make connections with other people because I'm from a very sheltered area, and so this is all new to me. I'm finding so much joy in being able to make connections with new people from different walks of life. So anyways, this is all just to say that if you find yourself thinking about worst case scenario all the time, everywhere you go, with everything, just try starting to think, and you're gonna have to force yourself first. I'm not gonna lie to you and like sugarcoat this shit. You have to force yourself at first to be like, okay, what is the best case scenario? And like force yourself to do it. But like once you do it and you keep doing it and you make it like a habitual thing, I promise you, your whole life is gonna change. And the best case scenarios are actually gonna start happening. And you can thank me later.